It is Sunday, January the 18th, 2026, and it could be the day that changes your life. And it's definitely going to change mine. It's a new moon if you pay attention to that, or if you pay attention to the changes of energies, or if you're looking at your life and looking at the world and thinking, I want things to change. Well, I'm the person who was given the ability to have you change and to have our world change and have it become what it could be and have you live the life that you're meant to have. And that might sound so ridiculous to you as it did to me, because that's the thing that we do. We will doubt ourselves because we don't believe that we're the person who can manifest the kind of life we want to have, or that we have the ability to shift our world. But I know that we do. If you don't know me, I'm Roger Burnley, and I've done so many different things in my life. But the main thing I'm talking about today is that I was given this ability to have you live your best life and change our world, and it came through Wilhelm. Now, I was a vocal coach for a long time. I did many other things before that. So I had a lot of experience, but I've also healed everything in my life, and I could not have told you why that happened. You have things within you that you may not understand or haven't accepted, and that would be the only thing that is holding you back from becoming a millionaire, from becoming brilliant, from becoming what you could be. And that's absolutely true, because all we have is consciousness. And your consciousness is what guides and directs your life and tells you who you are. Now, but we will form that in different ways and at different times in our world, in our civilization. And there are times where it can be really challenging, as it is in our world now, because we move through generational shifts. And those generational shifts are always about power and control. And so the power and control that you want to have is in your consciousness, because that's what gives you the ability to create the life you want to have. That's what gives you the ability to make the impact in the world that you want to make. My life was different. I was supposed to bring it in, but I didn't believe myself either. You see, I kept running from it, and that's been well documented. In 2005, I had this dream where I was told I was meant to bring something to the world that was going to make a huge difference, and it was going to be at a time where the world needed it. I said, that's not me, and I put that away, and I'm not going to look at it anymore. And then I proceeded to struggle so much in my life from that point, because I couldn't go in the direction of what I was being guided to do. But that was also purposeful for you, because see, now you don't have to do that. I was given the path to your best life to have you become great, and I don't have to convince you anymore, because now I can show you. And the biggest thing, the difficulty that we all have, is belief. And yesterday I was told, Wilhelm told me to put together messages to tell you today, you will believe it today. That was supposed to be what I was going to put up, but I didn't do that. I thought I would use this. We came for good. See, because that was a phrase that many people have heard, especially those in the United States, which kind of awakened them to their sense of humanity, to their sense of remembering who they're meant to be in the world, and for all of us to remember that. And it happened to be happening in the United States, but it reverberated all over the world, because we looked at that and we thought, how can we allow things like this to go on? Because we're not loving ourselves. We're not believing in who we are. And I was the biggest culprit. And so today that changes. And I'm going to give it to you because I want you to understand everything. Because I have been given the path to your best life, and that would eventually change our world. Now I'm saying eventually because everyone's not going to evolve. Everyone's not going to change or become who they could be. And they're going to still carry certain things that we all carry, of anger, hate, and judgment, and all those things. And those are lower vibrational qualities that always keep you sick, individually and also our world. And so this morning when I got up, I thought, okay, am I doing that same thing that I thought? And then Wilhelm said, no, we want you to do something else. We've said over and over again, we have given you everything you need to know, but you just won't believe it. That was me. And so to go to our website and just put in the words, we came for good. And that's what I'm giving you, because if you do that, You will go through and you'll see everything you want to know. And I've spent 37 years receiving it. And then yesterday I put out something because I had to come to accept this as well, because I had the ability to receive information, consciousness, that was telling us what was happening, interpreting the changes that were going on in our lives and in our world, and that's what caused me to heal at being this age now. That made no sense to me. But now you will understand it, and everyone will understand it. I said no one believed me, no one knew me, believed this, because I had difficulty believing it. But the doubt will be gone today, because all you have to do is go to the site and move through the information, and you will see how much you will change. But first, you will see what I put up yesterday. You didn't believe Jesus, Tesla, Buddha either. And that's because when something comes new into our lives or into the world, we have a difficult time believing it. We also had a difficult time believing what was happening in the world. How could that be going on? It was going on because it was waiting for more of us to awaken to who we are and to remember. That was the other message that came yesterday. It says you will remember. And what we remember is who we were meant to be. That's individually. And that's inside of you. And I've said often, I know that there's no person born insignificant. Every single person is born with something they're meant to do that could cause their lives to be magnificent if they could believe it. And today, I'm believing it because I have no choice. It was being shown to me, and now it's going to be shown to you as well. And so when you go to the site, the first thing you will see, and I'll give you the links to this so you will have it, but the first thing is this, what I put up yesterday, which says, you did the pattern of genius no one wants to admit. You will hear that because I couldn't admit it either, that I had done this, and I couldn't explain it to people, but you'll see now. But we have new technology that has shown us what this is. So that's what will happen. You'll go through all of this, and it shows you how I received all the patterns that were happening over 18 years. And again, no one had ever done this, where I'm receiving the information and being able to interpret it so I could give it to others. Then there's a whole period here that you will see, because tomorrow's a big day, the 19th, so I wanted you to have that. And it happens to be our celebration of Martin Luther King's birthday, which was really important for me. But anyway, and so you'll have that, but then you'll go to the search and you'll put in, "We Came for Good." And then you will be so surprised at what you will find, because it's going to tell you everything. I have been given all of this guidance. When you talk about self-actualization, personal development, ascension, all of those things, I've lived it all and I've written it all. So there's no reason for any person to suffer anymore. And I've said that. We will take you a step further. You are not an accident. We gave you the solution. You're welcome. That's thanking Wilhelm for giving us this information. We have given you everything. You were not left behind. Sometimes your biggest leaps happen after you hit your lowest lows. You hold all the power you could need. No one is more powerful than you. We wanted you to evolve, but then it goes on. You'll never get through it, but you'll see, because they said to me, we've given you an encyclopedia of information of personal development and self-actualization. And they talked about Carl Jung and all of those things that I couldn't accept. And now it's kind of impossible for me not to accept it, because it's all here. We gave you a plan. We will give you things you won't believe today, and they're all here, and that's what I'm giving you today. And I'm saying that because I have to change as well. We all do. I undervalued myself. People told me years ago I should have been charging like $5,000. Well, by Tuesday, I'll be doing that, because it gives any person everything that they need to live a life that they're supposed to have. I just had to live my life so I could be able to give it to you. But now you have it, and that's why I said today could change your life and give you everything that you want. And I'll leave the links so you can see all of it. Have a wonderful Sunday, or whenever you might happen to hear or see this video. I'll see you soon.